Hey, 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 I'm Sam Famous and I'm live again looking at this awesome Mack truck. I don't know what it is about this blue color, but just a simple blue color is just, I don't know, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. We got the smaller tanks on it because we are doing some sort of not big long hauls today, but just kind of around some new areas. We're up in Showlow, Arizona right now, and we're going to try to head over to Winslow and then out to New Mexico. Pretty cool fun fact, those buildings that you're looking at to your right, there's a thrift store sort of in one of those called the Red Door that me and the beautiful wife could go to. It's pretty cool to see it in the game. And if I pull up the map section here, not that button, wrong. I'm trying to learn a new, there it is. If I press F5, you can see we're on a secret road here in Showlow, Arizona. So I'm going to show you the map. So if you want to see where this secret road is, we're out here in Showlow, Arizona. Right here at the Ventura, there's a secret road that'll take you right on over to the 60, I believe. Pretty cool. Thought we'd show you that to sort of kick off the stream of why not, right? And I'm really going to try not to hit the horn too many times because the horn is now in one of the button locations that I used to use for the on-screen things you see to your bottom left and to your bottom right. So yeah, that used to be that is the Red Door thrift store out there. Pretty cool to see that. Let's see, I think we're gonna head on over. Let me get that off the screen. Oh, here's another cool thing about the new UI. You can have it set to where it is on the exterior, and if I go to the inside of the truck, hold on, let me redo that. The way I have it set up is I can turn it on or off whether I'm in the exterior or exterior. And you can also set it to where if you just want to be in this view and it comes on in this view, you can do that as well. It's a pretty neat little thing. All right, let's fire it up. We're using no mods today. This is just the stock beta as it comes, as is. So we're checking it out today. The UI, you can make it, this is the less transparent mode. If you change the background, you see here, boom. You'll see the widgets and everything on your bottom left-hand screen, the map. The background gets lighter, darker. Pretty cool. Well, how do you get to that screen? You just press F6, and that will bring up this screen right here. You can press F6 and take it right away. All right, it looks like according to the GPS, we need to turn around, get out of here. I should probably adjust my mirrors. We'll do that when we get the trailer hooked up, if there's something we can pick up. Still waiting on us out here. Hope everybody's having a great day. We are back in some American Truck Simulator. We wrecked the plane yesterday in the flight simulator. Well, I didn't wreck it. I ran off the runway. First time. And, man. Confidence. It's a killer. We survived, though. The plane was okay. But definitely learned some lessons. Get these windows down. Stick my head out. I can see where I turn around here. We are running an automatic today because the truck is an automatic. I got the engine brake on? Yeah, I had the engine brake on. Rookie. What's really neat about driving here in Showlow is I used to live out here in Showlow, Arizona. I used to play a lot of music out here as a guitarist, and this does look kind of like the area. All right, let me get these windows up. We got Troy with, how is the new update? Well, this is my second time checking it out. And I'm still impressed with it. We're up here in Showlow, Arizona right now. Showlow city limits. I now realize I need to put a space in the title of this live stream. Yeah, you know, that's how she goes. That's trucking. Troy says, I am still on the 157. Nice. Yeah, we're rocking that 158. We're out here in Showlow, and then we're going to head over to, trying to pick a load up to head to Winslow. Check that out. Maybe Lake Havasu and then on to New Mexico. We'll see. Take you to the outside. Check out this new area. We'll get on the new UI for you so you can check that out. Here's something cool. If I turn on my blinkers, down in your bottom left-hand side, you'll see a green blinker blink in the UI as well. It's a new feature I didn't know. Troy says, make me mad, bro, so I change for you, big guy. Oh. I mean, what are you driving on? Are you wheel, pedal? Are you on keyboard, controller? What's your setup? This has the new physics, and I'm on a, was it G27? And it's feeling pretty good. I mean, and this area is looking, it's looking pretty right too, you know what I mean? There's seems to be some improvements with also like how the trucks look and sound. It's just looking more redefined, you know? One thing I did notice, let me scoot my mouse back, which is going to make the screen kind of move and be weird. One thing I have noticed is I feel bumps and things more better. That's not right. But the interpretation into my wheel is better. The old Showlow. You can, up here in Showlow, you can go up to a little town called Pine Top, and they have a casino up there called the Honda Casino. It's a pretty neat venue. Played there, played guitar there a few times. It's pretty interesting to be like to have been a guitar player as a career, travel around a bunch of places, and now travel to those same places in a simulator, which is pretty neat. Oh, the way the truck coasts now is way better. Pretty cool spot. I'm really heading back here on the farm. Little wheel cam action. Forgot which button it was. I think it's 7 now. I'll have to check again. We're gonna use our own truck. You guys got something heading over to the Winslow? Oh no, what about an external contract? You got something going to Winslow? I need something headed to Winslow. I want to check out Winslow. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Oop, we got a tractor. And we got a small trailer. Some yogurt. Guess we'll take that guy. Oh, it could have taken cattle too. So that's gonna get us over to Winslow when we pick up, all right? I hope everybody's having a happy Wednesday. I don't know what would make it happy, but I don't know. I guess I hope it's a good one. If you're at work, I hope you're getting off soon. You get home and relax. Ah, there's a trailer straight ahead. Clark says we can try different. Am I missing some of the am I missing part of that conversation? Let's see. Let's back on up. Just checking out the views, make sure they're working here in the old new beta. They seem to be about the same. Slower. All right. Are all hooked up. Let's see, should we go left or right out of here? While we're here, let's adjust our mirrors. Let's get that done. So we can see what's going on. You know what I mean? And let's do the right one. It's good there. Clark says, after this load, hey, there's a dog running around. Wonder what that dog's name is. Let's window down. Wait a minute. This don't look right. Crap. Hey, hold on. Easy. Easy. Back a little more. Easy. Am I clear of these poles? A little bit more. All right, we rock it. Back it on up. Easy, easy. Good. All right, one more obstacle. All right, we out of here now. Watch ourselves here. Alright, I need to adjust this mirror here. Let me put the brakes on. I need to adjust, not that one, that one there. This guy needs to go, not, let's see, is it this way? Let me change this. Okay, I can see everything there. Right, brakes coming off. All right, we're clear. Get that guy up. Get this cat over to Winslow. Where's my exit? Right here? Yeah, okay. Check our trailer. Lower that a little bit if we need to out of here. right, we going to work. Bart says, tell him to watch out. Hey, watch out! He said, watch out. Oh, I gotta slow it down through here. I'm getting a little fast. I like to try to go like realistic speeds, and that way, you know, you can check out the scenery, take it easy, you know. Try not to hit nothing. Mirror's looking good. First trip out of Showlow over into Winslow. It's pretty cool. I'm digging it. Right now the truck is just coasting. I have my feet completely off the accelerator and brake, and it's just rolling really pretty nicely compared to the way it used to. Used to, it would slow down on its own, like way too easily. It's all just the truck itself slowing down right now. I'm not touching anything. Turn signal on now. I'm grabbing the brakes. Watch yourself out here. Clear that way. You know something's going to come around that corner. Wave at these people. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you. So far, so good. Clark says, New Mexico? We are in Arizona right now. We're in Showlow, headed over to Winslow. Yeah, we are in Showlow, headed to Winslow at the moment. Got the big old Mac working for us today. Got the green. Swing it wide out through here. Don't want to clip nobody's car. Don't need another insurance job. Alright, back to the inside we go. Watch our speed. I think the speed limit is like 35 here through town. Can't really remember off the top of my head. Go ahead and get over in this lane because we're going to have to turn left up here. Grab some engine brake. And remember, everything you're hearing today is just all stock game sounds, and there is no mods installed. This is all the beta 1.58, and we're just chilling out in the Mac doing some trucking. We're out in Showlow right now, headed over to Winslow. Fun fact about Showlow, Arizona, they have a KFC buffet. Sure do. Sure do. Swing over here in this turn lane. Josh says, "What's up, Sim Famous? Hope you've been doing well." Doing good, Josh. How about yourself? Hope you're doing well as well. That's a lot of times to say the word well. Holbrook. Didn't they take Holbrook out? I tell you what, this Mac for a stock engine sound is sounding pretty good. I feel like they've reworked the engine sounds in some of the stock trucks. Five-oh. And the truck's just not, I'm not running away with this trailer. I've got it to the floor, and it's, I mean, it's doing the job, but it's not running away with you like it used to sometimes. It's like there's a little weight to the trailer now, a little more. I'm gonna try out this Jake brake sounds. Listen to this. Pretty cool. Now we got the windows down. Check this out. Engine brake does good. Mark says, "Hello, Sim, you theatrical menace." Well, you know, sometimes you gotta let the crazy out. He said sometimes you gotta let the crazy out. Josh says, "Is that great?" That's great. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing good. Also, I really enjoy your channel, and I hope you're enjoying 2026. Hey, you know what? It's doing pretty good as far as just enjoying the year. We're here, we're streaming, we're having a blast. You know what I mean? We got to get over. Lots of new changes coming to the American Truck Simulator, so I'm excited to see those. Railroad crossing, 2 tracks. Freightliner. What's he got? Chrome wheels? Those wheels look like they're dirty. You need to wash them wheels, man. He says you need to wash them wheels. Are they adding like dirt to things? Man, I need to pay attention. Look at that cab shake. That was cool. Was that Cadillac? Mark says, "You have been putting out a lot of good content lately." Hey, I appreciate that, Mark. You're tossing out a lot of good comments lately. Look at you. He said tossing out good comments. Wait a minute, no, not turn here. We're going up the highway, and we're getting on the highway. Up the highway, on the highway. Man, I've been here before in real life. It kind of looks like this. What do we got behind us? Traffic? Not bad. Man, oh man. Let's get to the inside. Listen to that engine. She's struggling. Woo! Yeah, ATS. That's what's up. Now you know. Listen to this. It's to the floor. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, ATS. Mark says, cool signs in this town. And ATS Sun Loaders Gamer 1588. Man, that's his name. Says, hello, how you been doing with this cool update? I'm excited to drive, get your kicks on Route 66. Right? Route 66 was looking pretty good the other day. Glad to have everybody commenting. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. Much appreciated. Now, we got to get on the road up here. Let's take a look at this here. Doing good? Doing good? Boy, look. This is this American Truck Simulator or is this real life? I mean, this is pretty good. Clark says, we are truckers. Josh says, I really can't wait for American Truck Simulator to come to console. I'm so excited. I know it's coming this year, just don't know when. You know, I really like all these updates and stuff. I know it breaks mods and things and stuff, and especially if you've been used to playing the game a certain way, you got it. You know, you finally got it set up how you just like it, and then all of a sudden, oh, here's the new update. I get it, but man, is it fun to see the new stuff coming along. See what Winslow's all about. Got the Jake brake on. Which you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a green light that lights up when I turn it on and off. And it currently says it's on level 3, and I bet there's a way we can change the levels of the Jake brake. I just don't know exactly how to do that yet. Well, I mean, I know how to do it, I just don't have the button set for it. Let me re-say that. ATS Sun Loader says, we're going to roll this truck and convoy across USA Convoy. Nice. Winslow. Welcome on down to Winslow, Arizona. Here, let's take a quick look. Is this a secret road out here? Does this go all the way around? Nope. Nope. It's not. I was just taking a quick look. Or fly back to the truck. Clark says, I'm looking for fuel tankers. Speaking of looking for this or looking for that, what do everybody like to haul? What do you guys like to do, like company work? Look, chat, they got the bike lane. They got the green bike lane. That's cool. We got Bull Holler with Howdy. What's happening, Bull Holler? ATS is singing the song. Standing on that corner in the Winslow, Arizona. You know, it's such a fine sight to see. You know, it's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford. Come on, take a look at me. If you know, you know. And if you read it like that, it's kind of like a story, right? All right, let's take a good look around. We can get our new fancy UI on. Oh, so this is, we can be at both lanes, so we need to be over. We're actually going to take, oh, of course, there's a car right here. This is gonna be really, really... Changing it up, wrecked on the corner of Winslow, Arizona. It was such a fine sight to see. A brown Ford, almost... Man. Nah, don't worry about the big green tractor in front of you. Just sit right here. We're gonna have to sidewalk it, chat. We're gonna have to sidewalk it. Sorry, post office. I'm so sorry, post office. I know it says no parking. I'm not parking. I'm just driving on your sidewalk. Man. Bull Holler says you have more than enough room. I know, I ain't got enough nerves. He said he ain't got enough nerves. Up, and we get the red. Man. ATS Sunloader says, is anybody excited for the console release and also the road trip module coming out this spring or later this year? I'm excited for both, even though I don't have it on console. I do appreciate the fact that it is coming to console and so many people are going to be checking it out. Hey, if we can get, let's try to go for 20 likes today. If you're coming across this live stream and you're just jumping in, pop a like there, you know? That's supposed to do something for the stream. So let's check this in ultra zoom version. This is a normal, but in ultra zoom, you can really see the detail of this area here. Going underneath the bridge. Hold on, let's check out the horn. Boy, it really echoes, don't it? We just ran under the train tracks. That's pretty cool. Man, there's not a whole lot out in Winslow, is there? Look at me. I'm stopping at the no stop sign, chat. Oh, that's those pro moves. Bull Holler says, nice reverb. Josh says, I know you can haul a lot of different stuff in American Truck Simulator, but can you haul shipping containers? Yes, you can. You can definitely haul shipping containers. All right. Rolling into the old Bushnell. Got a delivery. Let's see what we got here. I'm watching the suspension roll over that. Pretty cool. Now, I'm going to take you to the outside. And let's go over here. Now, what I did was I thought this trailer made drag on that, so I raised up the suspension because it was about right here. And so with this suspension moving, I was like, you know what? Let's bring this up all the way so we head in. See how those tires went up on that? See how much lower it is when it goes over? Boom. Now, if we lower it back down, how low would it have been? Let's see. Wait a minute, that's the truck. Hold on. We probably would have been okay, but better safe than sorry, right? Go back to the truck. All the trailer axles move too. Oh, we check that out. We're gonna go back over this. We're gonna watch this in real time. I'm gonna scoot down there, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Way better than it used to be. Since we're in the beta, we're gonna check out beta things. Now watch the rear axle trailers go over these gates and stuff. Look how they articulate and move. Up, up, and up, okay. And then we're going to watch this go back down. Fabulous. Boom. Just like that. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see dogs running in. Must be getting. Oh, it's about a 45 minutes to feeding time, but they do show up early sometimes. Tungawungas came in. We have 4 dogs here. 4 little chihuahuas. All right, put it in neutral. Brakes coming on, and we're gonna shut it off. And how do we? Oh yeah, we disconnect it, right? Boom. Show results now. Awesome. Let's see. Do we have something going from here? I want to head over to New Mexico. So let's see. Is there something from here? Socorro, Farmington. Okay, let's just check freight market. ATS Sunloader says, SAF software thought it was weird that there is a London bridge in Lake Havasu City in the Route 66 rework in Arizona, southwest of Kingman. I've been on that bridge. It's pretty cool. I used to play shows out there as well. Josh, or I'm sorry, ATS Sunloader says, SAS does awesome job at making everything realistic and brought one of the best motor companies into ATS, Ford and Dodge Ram. Josh says, even though you play American Truck Simulator on PC, are you going to check it out when it comes to console? That would be cool if you do, because that way some reviewers can play with you on the game. I probably will do that. It'll be on PS5. when that happens. And then once I have the budget to pick it up for the PS5, I'll probably definitely be doing it on PS5. Would be my guess. So I guess let's go back here and go jobs, freight market, Winslow. So we got Gallup is there, Albuquerque, Farmington, Santa Fe. I'd like to head over to Albuquerque. Eventually, I'd like to get all the way from Gallup to compare. We'll go across this new spot here. I want to check all this out. That is the idea. Winslow to oh, that's the wrong way. Winslow, Farmington, Clifton. Where was? Don't really want to. Oh, okay, that would be good. That would take me all the way over there and down. But that's also hauling that guy, right? Oh, Clovis, a dumpster, Clovis. That's perfect. That gets me all the way where we want to go. All right, let's fire this rig up. Brakes off. And how do we get out of here? Let's flip a Huey, huh? Clark says, Sim famous? This is fun. Hey, I appreciate that. Where's everybody watching from? Oh, let me show you guys, in case you want to see the sim rig. This is what we're driving. Dun, dun, dun. Got the shifter here, got the mouse over here, steering wheel, and we got flight sim controls down below us that we use for the flight sim. So just so you know, that's this is our rig. So we're saying hi. How you doing? You know, you know what I mean? That type of thing. All right, so let me go ahead and get that back off. Boom. I need to like set up a button for that. Mark says Minnesota. Minnesota. That's awesome. Minnesota. Two Dads Crew says Lafayette, Louisiana here. HS Sunloader says watching from the Palmetto State of South Carolina. Well, nice. We are streaming from beautiful Fountain Hills, Arizona, outside of Phoenix. That's where we're streaming from. And we're driving in Arizona and New Mexico here in the game. It's pretty neat. All right, let's get back in gear. Clark says, I'm from Missouri. Shout out to Missouri. Shout out to Louisiana. Shout out to South Carolina. Shout out to Minnesota. He said Minnesota. Joey says, hey, I'm watching from Illinois. What's up, Joey? How is the weather in Illinois? Mark says, I love Missouri. Visited Pops there. Nice. Once again, thank you all for watching and hanging out. Whether it's a second, whether it's you're popping in for a minute or you're staying the whole time, I truly appreciate you just popping in. Entering Winslow, Arizona. Let's see. We go. Okay, we got to go straight back through. I bet that's a secret road right there. There's a bus. What's happening, bus? I'm gonna be driving those coaches when they come out too. Joey says weather is cold here. We're sitting at 3 degrees, and I'm playing American Truck Simulator. Nice. Mark says, Sim, you're creating a legend. Like a map? I'm creating a map? Oh, you mean like Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer streamer. He's award-winning streamer. I'm just joking. I'm just playing. Check out the historic US 66 Route 66 sign. I like it that they have the bike trails. If you do happen to be a Backstage Pass member, you get to see the pork meat that I roasted in the old 30-some-year-old George Foreman baby rotisserie thing. Oh, yeah, there's like a dog park and a park. We got to get over here. Mark says ATS into Minnesota up to Duluth, hopefully. I used to play up in Duluth. Duluth and Superior. Played a couple clubs up there 20 plus years ago. Played them in the wintertime, and OMG, the band house that they put us in had no heat. Ugh. Man, those were the days. ATS Sunloader says, excited to see the Illinois DLC released to complete Route 66 and reach Chicago and the Great Lakes. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. Gas station. Anybody need anything? Josh says, okay, would be awesome. I have a PS5 as well. I know you've played this game a lot, but what is your favorite state to drive in on the game? I'll be glad when they have my steak. I live in Alabama. I think you meant state. That is hard to say. You know what? I'll be honest with you. The newer states that come out, I enjoy those, and then I also enjoy the reworks. So I guess I would have to say I enjoy the game as a whole, pretty much all over. I don't really enjoy the Las Vegas DLC. It just seems a little, you know what I mean? It just seems a little nah at the moment. What about you guys? I mean, I have all the current DLCs, and like I said, Las Vegas to me is just not the one I really care about as much. Mark Porter says, but Las Vegas is the gambling mecca. I mean, probably true, right? Las Vegas in the flight simulator is pretty poppin'. All right, brakes on. Get it connected. Brakes off. We'll pull forward. Good. So here's something that's pretty neat. I got the truck in drive. Okay, I'm gonna put it in drive. I'm gonna roll forward a little bit, and I'm just gonna put it back in neutral, and watch it coast. Okay, now it's in neutral, and it's just coasting. It's still rolling. Way better than it used to be in the previous version. Still rolling. I'm not. I mean, I can touch the gas, not going anywhere. How far will it roll? And it stopped on its own. Now, is it going to roll backwards any? I think it's staying. Okay, back in gear. That was pretty cool. I just wanted to test those new physics. Joey says, I like driving through Missouri and seeing the arch. That's a good view. Clark says, I see those dump trucks with arrow boards. Right? Aren't those looking pretty suspicious? Don't be suspicious, right? Those are looking pretty nice. Mark says, Sim, I remember when you had a heavy load and got stuck on some back road trails. First time found you streaming. Oh, yeah. I remember that too, man. That was a cool place to get stuck. All right, let's put it in the wind, fellas. What do you guys think of the new UI? You guys like those? Things good there. So the reason why I wanted to go this direction is between here and all the way to Tucumcari, all the way across the state of New Mexico, that whole thing has been redone as well. So I wanted to see what that looked like as well. Mark says, I haven't played yet, been on Beam NG. Oh, look at me, I'm on the wrong side of the road here. Let me pay attention to what's going on. What are these Crunch, the crispy chicken road signs here? Billboards? All right, this is the new section that I haven't seen yet. I'm seeing it first time with you guys. Let me get on this so I can see where I'm supposed to be going. Josh says, or no, I'm missing one. Hold on. ATS says, roll on highway, roll on. Come on, Daddy, get back home. A little Alabama for you. And we got traffic coming on. We'll just roll up and behind the cement truck here. Josh says, thank you for your feedback. So sorry for the spelling. I have to use talk to text. Do you think they'll ever add Alabama into the game? Oh yeah, they'll definitely add it, and no problem using talk to text. We're glad to have you here. Joy says, the new UI looks awesome. I will wait for the new version to come out after it's out of beta. That's probably the safest thing to do, huh? Like, make sure you don't lose your profiles or anything like that. Oh, wow, look at this spot, guys. This is looking pretty sick. Kind of stay right here in this view so we can kind of get an idea of things. Way station is closed next, right? We wouldn't be stopping anyway. I mean, maybe, yeah, we probably would if it was open. Gallup 50 miles, Albuquerque 151. Do you think we can go through the road closed sign? What do you guys think? I'm gonna sit here for a minute. I'm gonna let it down in chat. Will this road closed sign move when we go forward? Yes or no? I'm gonna read the chat. Clarity says, or Clarity? Clark says we can find those dump trucks with the arrow board. ATS Unloaders says, fun fact, 158 Route 66 Physics UI are actually prepping up for the console and road trip module release coming soon. I heard that. What do you guys think? Will this road closed sign be movable? Yes or no? Put it down in the chats before we drive through it. I'm having a drink of energy drink, just taking a little break while you guys vote on that. I'm gonna see what you guys say. Mark says probably no, so we got one for no. ATS says yes. Joey says yes, I think it will move. Okay. Well, I just noticed something, guys. While you guys are voting, let me get out of the truck. Now, what I'm about to tell you doesn't matter at all, probably to anything in the world of this game. But I think this is amazing. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to show you what I think is awesome. Do you see how the corners of these dumpsters are tore up and dented? Now, you might ask yourself, oh, that's just, that's nothing. I mean, it looks good. It looks cool that they look like used dumpsters. But I'm gonna start a conspiracy right now. And what I'm gonna say is, since we can see how these appear to be just, wrinkled and bent up, even though it's just a picture, I bet eventually we're going to get damage to sort of appear on our cars. Alright, everybody has voted that wants to vote. Let's see, will this move? Here we go. Oh, should we go closer? All right. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Will it move? He's like, well, you just hit it already. Success. Oh Lord. Okay, screenshot. Now let's think about this. Let's think about this. It could be worse. I don't really know how it could be worse, but it could be worse. That is some heck of a road sign. Imagine if we'd hit that sucker wide open, we'd have might have went 1,800 feet in the air. What happens if we use the air ride? Alright, now do we go forward or backwards? Let's roll it off. Craziness. HS says reverse is the best. Mark says you should have barreled through. And Mark says, Sim, you're out of control. It's... Call me crazy, but does that not look like a little racetrack in front of us? I mean, if you had a couple cars, could we not use that as a racetrack? I'm just saying. All right, let's. Oh, he's not being. That Mark's cool. He's super cool. He's not being any sort of way. We're all awesome here. So that was pretty neat. Mark says, I'm egging him on. We want more. I know, right? I do get into some shenanigans. Boy, that is a hard word to say. And some weird reason, when I said the word shenanigans, I thought of bananas. Why? Why is that a thing? That makes no sense. All right, this is all new area for me too, it says. Grants Road. Let's see if we'll have to stop at this way station, chat. See if we get the green or the red. We got the red. Please pull in for the inspection. Let's pull in here. ATS says, I'm messing. I like stream. Lots of fun. I bet we can run through those too. Mark says, I like Goggles 56 for technical, and I like Sim Famous for the joy of trucking. Hey, I appreciate that. Man, Goggles 56, he's got a good channel too. I love his stuff. Exit 1 and 2. Be cool if we could deliver over there. That might be a cool role-playing idea. Maybe I'll pretend that I'm the boss of this place. You guys got to deliver stuff. This way station area is looking pretty legit. To pass the inspection, press enter. Vehicle gross weight, 39,264 pounds. Have a good day. Oh, can we go in here? Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, okay, yeah. You're fine. Going through. Get out. We got many truckers going. Yeah, go on, Big Blue. Go on out of here. Get out of my way station. Next. Man, these Mack drivers, they something else. You know what I mean? All right, stop there. Pull it up. All right, where are you from? All right, be back in truck for a wreck. Pretending I work there. So those are the shenanigans. Once again, thought of bananas and can't say that stupid word right. Anyway, I get into some foolery. Shiprock Zuni, next right. Now, another fun fact is I used to live in New Mexico, and as a guitarist, I've played most of the places that you would play in these areas, the casinos, the outside festivals, the events. So it's pretty neat to see all this new detail in the game. Mark says, is a garbage truck a gross weight? Good question. Clark says, "We there yet? Just over the hill and around the corner, and then, a couple more times." East 66 Ave, 1 mile. Hospital, state police, Gallup. So here in Gallup and Grant, New Mexico, I was in a movie. Well, I filmed. I didn't film. I was in a movie with. Let's see. What's the actor's name from? Okay, so you got Beverly Hills Cop, and the very first Beverly Hills Cop movie, you got Eddie Murphy, and then you got the two other cop dudes, and it's the youngest one, Judge something. Judge was in there. There's also a show that was called Burn Notice. There was an actor named Bruce Campbell. He's also from the Evil Dead series. He was in the movie I was in. Mark says dad joke energy, right? Clark says blue sky. It is a blue sky. But we filmed a movie called crap, what was the name of that movie now? Oh, Highly Functional, I think is what it's called. It was pretty cool. It's the first time I ever did a movie. And it's never been released. So there's that. That's how acting debuts can go. Judge Reinhold, that's his last name. Man, they really got the lava down in here. This is cool. Mark says, wow, Sim, you're famous. Famously broke. That's what I am. I'm over here like, do they want you to pay the electricity bill again? God, every month. That lava looks cool. Really looking much better out on this drive. We're cruising about 80 right now, boy, we're moving. Brakes. Yeah, this looks a lot better through here. Taking a trip down Highway 40 from California to the Carolinas when they get them here is going to be amazing in the game. We get our lights on. I didn't even think to look to see how much fuel we had, but now I realize we got plenty. Highway patrol targeting drunk driving. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. ATS, such a small world. You can meet a movie actor or any music singer. My stepdad met Joe Nichols. Kind of parents that raised him and lives outside South Carolina. Nice. I did shows out with Joe Nichols, not playing for Joe Nichols, but playing guitar for other artists, and we were like either... I've been in the position where I've gone on before Joe Nichols, and I've also been with artists where we go on after Joe Nichols as well. Joey says, I'm glad I found this game a few years ago. I can't drive in real life, but I have a steering wheel for this game, and it's awesome. See, that's one of these things that is amazing about this game is being able to do something that you couldn't do in real life and be able to experience at least a little bit of what it could be like. I think is an amazing thing for all. Go ahead and get over. Man, it's really looking good through here. We stay right here? Yeah. The bridge detail, the work. The bridges are really popping in color. Go to the outside. Get up the new UI. All over the road. Is it F6? Nope. F7? Nope. F5 changes the map size on the right side. F5. I will have that mastered by the time I probably will not ever have that mastered. Alright, come on, Van. Come on, Van. Sim's got to get over. Got to get over, my dude. Got to get over. Appreciate you. He said appreciate you. Clark says, Sim, I'm looking for those dump trucks with the arrow boards, right? They're around. Oh, wow. Look at the road colors. Way better for Albuquerque. Way better. Nice looking flatbed truck. Looks suspiciously detailed rolling by, didn't it? I have to say, the tops of these dumpsters are banging. The straps look like they're really on there. Rolling through the 505. Albuquerque for life. That's what they say, right? Albuquerque for life, bro. Spent about 10 years playing music out here. Lots of fun. I used to live off this exit. It's called Tramway Boulevard. And then those apartments right over to our left used to live right over there. Pretty cool to drive by them. I still would like to have my deposit back, you son of a... But anyway, that's another story. He said that's another story. The other day, the past live stream, we were rolling through down there on the Route 66 part of this drive. And today, we're back up on the highway. Highway patrol targeting drunk driving. Ah, they ain't gonna find us, chat. Clark says, we didn't see any dump trucks. I know, right? Just got to keep looking. They'll show up. I believe if you believe. So here's one thing that I've noticed with the new UI, to where I can change the background to be more transparent. I keep forgetting that it's on when I go from outside to inside view, because it doesn't, I see it, but it doesn't take away from my view as much as it normally would, if that makes sense. I need to get a cup holder for the sim rig. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting to get one of those. I need a cup holder. Make sure to hit that like for us. That would be awesome, and I'd probably cough less. I don't know, maybe. Look at 5-0 spying on them. Yeah. Flash my lights. You better slow down, boys. 5-0 around the corner. 5-0 around the corner. Yeah, yep. You never know, right? You got to watch them. ATS says, I remember that yesterday, going down the secret road off the interstate. Oh, hey, yeah, that's right. Thanks for remembering. There's the old rest area. I got my lights on? Yeah. So in case you don't know, in your center of your truck, you got the digital display. You can change that by pressing the letter I. For those that didn't know that. We're looking good on fuel. Got 3/4 of the tank, so no worries on the fuel. I need someone to, if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching, do me a favor, hit subscribe, because I want to test out the alert thing and see if it's working. It'll pop up like a playing card. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you feel free to unsubscribe if you don't want to stay subscribed. But if you want to be part of the experiment, let's do that. I'd like to see if it pops up in the right place yet. Let's see. Do we got an exit coming up, maybe? See, we're heading to Clovis, so we should have an exit coming up. Or if you're subscribed and watching and you want to unsubscribe and subscribe back and see if it works, feel free. Did my truck just quit running for a quick second? Or did that downshift sound weird? Or did I pass out? I don't know, that was weird. Hey, does anybody know what button changes the intensity of the Jake brake? I think I need to bind it. I don't think I have it bound in the keyboard. We're going to drive through the night here too. I want to see what it looks like at nighttime in the game tonight. Yeah, my boy, Blue Mac. Tell you what, those gas station lights are looking pretty bomb, right? We got to see what the night lighting's going to look like. The alert didn't work because I unsubscribed and subscribed. Oh, see, I was wondering if something's not right with it, or if it's delayed. I need to check that. Once we get to Clovis, chat, remind me to check on the alerts. See if we can figure that out. Because if people do subscribe or do something, I want to be able to say, hey, thank you. I want to make sure it's working. But my Streamlabs that I use, my streaming software, it did update the other day for me, and so everything has changed. So I don't know where everything is yet. Is that the Cars movie? I tell you what, the night lighting is looking pretty sick. I'll zoom in for you guys. That kind of you can see a little bit even better. It's like I got you right here on the behind the windshield, like one of those YouTube videos, like a real trucker. That was funny. Am I in a turn lane, or I shouldn't be in this? I shouldn't be in that lane, should I? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I feel like that was wrong. The beautiful wifey says hello. Well, hello, beautiful wifey. She says woof woof. That's right. We do have 4 dogs. Max, Sarah, Tucker, and we call her Tongues because she's always licking everything. The beautiful wifey Helen says, on my way home. Well, awesome. ATS says, shouldn't be in the median at the intersection or any road unless turning to a store or restaurant. Yeah, I figured those lines were not right. Oh, beautiful wifey, I got the pork. I roasted it in the old George Foreman. I just realized that George Foreman, the baby rotisserie George Foreman grill thing that we have, is like 35 years old. We got it out of the thrift store. It was brand new in a box. And growing up with the George Foreman rotisserie, I never even thought anything about it. I don't even think about it as something old. And then I like figured out how old it was the day after I cooked the food. I was like, this thing is 30-some years old. But the pork is bomb. So, I mean, hey, I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying. Heading to work, burglars are too. That makes sense. Helen says, LOL. Mark says, we're making pork chops tonight. Nice. Yeah, I made a pork roast. There's some YouTube short videos on the short section here of the channel. You can see it doing the rotisserie thing. And then if you're a Backstage Pass member, you can see the final product. I cut it up once it was done. So Mark, since you're a member, you'd be able to go and see the picture of the finalized thing. ATS says, I'll stay on till the stream ends. Nice. The stream's not ending till tomorrow. I'm joking. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We're going to do a couple more trips. Oh, I need to stay in this lane, looks like. Mark says sounds savory good. It is pretty tasty. There was like one of those Grill Mate rubs or like spice packets that the beautiful wifey she laid out for me to put on it today, and I used that and just let it rotisserate in that thing. Man. Helen says till tomorrow, right? So we're here in Clovis. Fact about Clovis, I played guitar out here at the Clovis, what is that called? It's where they have the bull riding, the state fair area, or it's not state fair, I guess the fair area. Anyway, it's a big area. So it seats 5,000 people. Anyway, what I'm saying is I played out there. I played for a guy named George Dukas, who had a few hits in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then the Josh Turner was there as well. It was a pretty cool gig. That was years ago. It was like 15 years ago. All right, we got a left coming up right here, looks like. Mark says epic 8-hour stream, right? They're coming back. We're gonna do one. We're just waiting on the right time. All right, this is where we're going in. Let's check. Yep, right here. Make sure there's no traffic. And we're going to the back. It's on the end, all right. Get our flashers on since it is nighttime. Mark says Yellowstone was revamped recently. For this game or the flight simulator? Oh, this game? It may have been. Helen says, Sim, did you cook onion? No, I have not cooked the onion yet. I was going to cook him up when you got home. Easy. Watch the pole. Clear of the pole. Slow it down, tap the brakes. There we go. Easy, easy. Alright, let's pull forward. Mark says, is this your pager system as well? Right? Go forward. And backwards. Easy, easy. And let's see. Got the green. Brakes coming on. Let them have it. Excellent. All right, let's see. Show results now. Oh, all right. Current company job offers. Where are we going? Texas. Are we going? No, let's see. We should actually go back towards Arizona, right? Because didn't something else get redone up that way? I forget. All right, let's check. Let's check freight market. What do we got? And that's going all the way up to Seattle. I can't go to Seattle. I got to cook onions. He said he can't go to Seattle. He's got to cook onions. Somebody asked about moving containers a while ago. Was it moving containers they asked about? If so, there's the moving containers. All right, let me look around. Let's check external contracts. Mark says cooked onion equals happy wife. I mean, it's the secret to any good marriage. If you don't know the secret, and now you know. Do you know what I mean? He said, if you don't know, now you know. I don't know. I kind of don't listen to me. I give terrible advice. Matter of fact, I should probably go and lock the door for the beautiful wifey in a minute. I mean, she has a key, right? But isn't it nice to just come home and not have to really just pull the keys and stuff? You could just walk right in. I'm kind of seeing, I'm looking at the options of where to go. And I was also seeing if there's any new freight that's popping into the 158 that I haven't hauled yet. I haven't seen anything new yet, so that's why I'm just kind of checking and scrolling through. An easy cut mower, that's kind of a little bit different. ATS says anything cooked and success dinner equals happy life. We welcome we welcome. I'm just gonna shut up because I can't talk anyway, man. Let's see, where do we want to go? That takes us 726 miles back, right? How long does that take? Milk to Topeka, Kansas, Laredo. Use packaging, scaffolding over to go to Grand Junction. Clovis back to Showlow. Oh, yeah. There we go. Take it. We started at Showlow. We'll run back to Showlow. You might hear dogs barking in a minute. My son's getting ready to feed them. So they get pretty excited around that time. All right, we're gonna do the 500-mile run back to Showlow. Once we get to Showlow, that is where we'll end this live stream, but we got a while to go. Mark says, can't you just oven cook pork chops? Yep. You can toss them in the oven just till they cook, well done. You can put your seasonings on them, whatever you want to put on them. You put them on the pan, put them in there, and just let them cook. You can toss vegetables and potatoes with it at the same time. Like I said, you are going to hear dogs barking. It is their feeding time. They get really excited during this time. Michael Ray has subscribed. Hey, the alerts are working now, but maybe they're just delayed? Let me back up a little bit before we hit that fence. Mark comes in with that. Okay. It is dark out here. Mark says, already made butternut squash. Or already made buttered squash. I read butternut squash. Why? Why did I read that? I like all the lights on the Mac. Mark says, that's it. It's butternut squash. Correct. Am I psychic? Oh boy, that's a power I didn't want to find out I had today. That's a lot. That's heavy. Oh boy, that's heavy. All right, next stop, beautiful Showlow. Let's see what's the the UI look like at night. Okay. Taking a telehandler back to Showlow. Nice and slow. See you later, man. I make our way out here. Mark says, you need to advertise your YouTube like a product line. Like 2 for 1? 2 subscribers for free. I know what you mean. Alright, we can get our flashers off. Ooh, actually, flashers back on. Let me pull over. I need to go unlock the door for the beautiful wifey. Let me go do that real quick, chat. This is real life here, you know what I mean? Alright, don't touch anything. Mark, you're in charge. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go unlock the door. Okay, chat, I'm back. That turned into walk into the door, which isn't that far, to the dogs were barking at the neighbor going down the steps or something, and that turned into I had to pet the dogs for a second, so that turned into here we are. Okay. Back on the road to Showlow. Traffic here. Come on with it. Come on with it. Oh, that's why he's going slow. He got the police behind him. Play on, player. You do you. I know what you're doing. I get it. Oh, is he running? It looked like he took off kind of fast. Yeah, he's going after him. He's going after him. Mark says, chat, don't tell Sim what happened. I told you don't eat salt and vinegar chips in this truck. Better not be salt and vinegar on my steering wheel. Mark says, LOL. We're running this yellow one. We're running that Showlow to Clovis route. Quick turnaround. Do I turn here or is the road just turning? Easy now, easy. Oh, we got the green. That was a little fast around that corner, I'll admit. A little fast. Mark says, you running the whole show. Oh, almost got us an insurance claim on that car. Whew. Almost messed up bad. Currently about almost midnight in the game. So we're gonna run through the dark here, see what this is like. Testing out that beta, those beta lighting. Mark says, I have 201 mods in BeamNG. Do you even know what BeamNG is like to play with anymore? I got so many mods, I don't even have the game no more. I got a whole new game. It turned into a new one. I'm just joking. What's your favorite? I mean, it's hard to say what's your favorite one, but I guess, what have you been in the mood for lately that you've enjoyed playing in Beam? Tell the family I said hi, by the way. Mark says, not vanilla, you right, you right. Hey, when you're hot, you're hot. And when you're about to run off the road, you're about to run off the road. Man, cruising at night's a whole different vibe. I like flying at night in the flight simulator. Especially if you got a busy airport. Man, that's gonna get hectic. Oh, the next time I got an extra, I don't know, was it 18 bucks or something? I'm grabbing the Say Intention, Say AI, whatever it is, for the flight simulator. I did the free trial the other day for 24 hours. Totally enjoyed it. Mark says, I found Nürburgring, the German track everyone can race on. Oh, nice. For the beam? I've been... Okay, yeah, for beam. I've been messing with a few different things in the beam. I've been messing with a couple truck ideas of being able to load cargo on the truck yourself, take it to a spot, and also unload it yourself. I'm trying to figure exactly how to do that. Swing out a little wide. Looking good. And the other day I was practicing doing a well, that video that I put up. I'm driving that old classic car, just changing like engine parts and stuff, goofing around with it. I was checking out like a Texas style DLC map for that. I think Beam for trucking is going to be really great too. Once it's the multiplayer thing is, they're able to make that work where it's not too graphic intensive, and where you can play with other people and stuff too, like in a big convoy. And then if they had like, if they could somehow get into doing things like what ATS has, like smaller versions of states, or than just one big map. Like, you imagine BeamNG in a big full map of America, going a bunch of different places. Having people to be able to have forklifts and things like that to load stuff into your trucks. You could back up to the things and have them load your truck. You know, it'd be kind of interesting. You could have a whole living world. Mark says, brilliant minds think alike. Yeah, you know, it's sometimes the cabs are not big enough for these egos that I have. Whoa, 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 red car! What the man? A lot of these insurance jobs out here trying to brake check a fella. We're just trying to make it back to Showlow. What I like about going back to a place that you leave from in the simulator, it kind of feels like you put in, like, I mean, it's not like a day's work, but you're simulating, like, you know, you went and did something, you went to an area, and then you came back home, you know, back to the area you started in. I kind of enjoy that. Mark says, how low does the show go? How low can you go? So, another fun fact that I learned up at Showlow is, if I worked for the singer one time, his name is Dart, and if you're up there and you can grab a, like, if you go to any buffet, right, and they got prime rib on the buffet, and you like prime rib, but you like steak as well, ask them to take your slice of prime rib, put it on the grill for you. Oh, dude. It is the best grilled steak flavor ever. It's so tender, too. Oh, toss some A1 sauce on there, some grilled onions. Man. Your tongue and smack yourself silly trying to eat it. I don't know. I don't know what that was. I come up with some stupid stuff. Anyway. But yeah, you could do that. It's pretty good. When flashing, 40 will be closed. Well, we hope it ain't flashing. Mark says that was original and funny. Yeah, that's me over here just inventing the classics. Yep. I mean, somebody's got to do it, right? This car is getting off. All right, hammer down, man. Helen says grabbing garlic bread. Oh. Are you going to buy it or just grab it? Or rolls, which one do you want? Oh, either one you want to get. I'm good with either one. I mean, I never thought I'd be able to chat with people across the world, across the United States, across everywhere, drive in a simulated big rig truck, and plan out dinner with the beautiful wifey while she's on her way home, while I'm simulating being on my way home. I never thought that would be a thing, and here we are, right? Here we are. That's the world we living in, man. Mark says, my wife just had a medical procedure, so I'm making dinner, letting her rest. Oh, wishing her all the best. See if I can get around this van here. I'm locked in at 65 here. Mark says pesky back problems. Oh, okay. I understand. Helen said I had one similar too. That Helen was in the hospital for 4 days there, and she's just sort of getting back to normal now. Shout out to the beautiful wifey. I was able to get her to the hospital, make sure she was okay. Because if I can save your life, I will. Helen says, Tucker behaving? Oh, he's trying his best. He was growling a while ago after dinner. I don't know what about, though. I went in there to unlock the door for you. Rolling back through Albuquerque. Shout out to the rock stars in New Mexico. Joey says, thank you for the live stream. I'm going to go eat some dinner. I will come back soon. Hey, appreciate that. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for chatting. We're going to be eating that dinner soon, too. Joy says, you're welcome and thank you. Hey, no problem. Oh, we got to get back over. Okay. Mark says, dinner time in the old USA. It is getting about that time for some folks, isn't it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? You guys ever hear that saying before? If you have, do you know what I mean, Vern? Now, I'm gonna stay right here in this lane. Just gonna cruise here. The GPS is like, get over. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay right here. The lighting at night looks good through here as we're passing through Albuquerque. Mark says, yep, classic movies, you know. Oh, Ernest. Something I noticed, it's weird. It's so weird to drive in the simulator down the same roads, all right? Driving down the same roads that I used to have to drive down to make a living, right? And now I'm driving down those roads in the simulator, trying to make a living in the simulator, but also trying to make a living in the simulator as a YouTuber, driving down the roads I used to drive down to make a living. Isn't that weird? That's a lot of weirdness. Like, I've driven down this same road at night with this same type of style of, you know, vibes. It's like weird. At about this same time, you know, heading back from gigs or whatever. And now we're driving and talking about it. I must be a time traveler because I don't know how that happens so quick. That's weird. DVD said, hey man, hope all is good. We cruising, man. We headed back to Showlow. That's where we started from. We headed back there. That's where we'll be ending at. We've been out here on the road about 2 hours, checking out the new spots in the game, seeing what it looks like at night. So far, so good. How is the DVD and everybody? Mark says the internet is a strange beast. Yes, it is. Do you know, speaking of the internet, every single music job I've ever gotten, everything that I've ever did that led to a career or that made money to pay the bills that week or buy food for the kids when they were little, all that was gotten through the internet, like Facebook. Like, people would need a guitar player, they would text me through the Facebook and the internet. And I remember when I first started playing guitar, like, people would just call you, like, on the phone, and you're like, hey man, are you available for a gig? And then it turned into this other thing. It's pretty interesting that I was a guitar player that every gig I got was through the internet. It first started with Craigslist. I used to get gigs. I used to get gigs off of Craigslist. That's hard to say. DVD says, I played 1.58, and I gotta say, the game is better. Arizona finally getting some love. My wheel with force feedback feels so much better. And DVD says, I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, you know, my wheel, the Logitech, feels way better. I feel little bumps in the road that I didn't feel before. Mark says, rock and roll. Rock and roll. Down to down. Down to down to down. I kind of went from rock and roll to funk a little bit there. I don't know how that happened. It's just a transition that happened. 5:12. It is almost daylight here in American Truck Simulator again. When the beautiful wifey gets home, if she gets home before I'm done streaming, you may hear the dogs bark again. They get very excited when she gets home. We're running back through Gallup. Yep, right. That's right, Mark. Da 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 da. I'm loving it. That's like the best classic song ever at McDonald's. Let's straighten out this curve there. That was a little fast. That was a little hot in there. I'm not paying attention. I need to bring her down here. Get this bad boy under control. Start driving right here. We're on the Purple Heart Trail, for God's sake. Mark says this ATS is like real life. We cruising, and there's something over to the left. It's like some sort of circles I haven't seen before. What is that? I kind of want to go check it out. Let's go check it out, chat. Oh, you know what those were? Oh, I saw circles. Never mind. They're roundabouts. They're just new roundabouts I haven't been in. I know what that is. Cruising on through, cruising on through. I know immersion killer, but I figured out what it was. Or it was the coolest thing ever and I'm just completely wrong. Look at this sunrise. Is this not picture perfect coming through here? Man, well, good looking ride today. Mark says exactly, I was like a dog at dinner time. He's like, I didn't even use forks, bro. Straight up didn't use forks. I ate that soup with my hands, man. Ate that soup with my hands. Oh, way station bound. Oh, bring it down, bring it down. Commercial vehicles. Full flaps, bring it down on the runway. Looks like we stay in this lane right here. Huh, somebody knocked over a cone, looks like. Huh, that's cool. It's a shame the guy would knock over another one, wouldn't it? Be a dang shame, wouldn't it? We clear. we back out on that road. We rolling again. Mark says your chat number's dying down. That happens. They go up, they go down. Sometimes there's no one there watching, sometimes there's one. Do, 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 do. You know what's interesting too about when you have chat numbers or like viewers, like sometimes it'll show like there was one time that I did a live stream, right? And I was talking the whole time and there was no comments, but people were commenting, but it wasn't showing for me. And it also showed me there was 0 viewers. There was like 32 viewers or something. But I chatted the whole time just to myself because YouTube was showing me there was no one there. Mark says, what's your record? As far as like how many viewers watching at one time, like a live stream? I don't know, really. I'd have to look back on the analytics and check the videos. I would say probably at one time, I want to say the highest I've ever had was probably like 50 plus. And that's usually like when new stuff come out type things. I want to say 46. But it's hard to say. I could be inflating that number by a lot. I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, it can get like that too. And the more people you have in there, the faster the chat goes. So sometimes it's harder to read things when that happens. But I make a lot of YouTube short videos and I make a lot of other style videos. And then so I get a lot of comments and chat from that stuff as well. Not like live streams. This is the only thing I do live is the gaming. But we're almost, I think we're like almost 1.7 million views on the channel now. We're almost at 2 million views, so 300,000 or 400,000 views away. And we have about 70,000 views a month right now. We did get, speaking of analytics, this month we gained, or in the last, sorry, not this month. What did I look at earlier? The last 8 days? No. Yeah, this month, the last 30 days, we've gained 72 subscribers or something like that. YouTube shows you like different analytics when you're a YouTube partner, and you can like deep dive into that stuff. It's pretty unique. Mark says, that is so great, man. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody watching and checking it out. There's one thing on YouTube you can check. It's like your digital dashboard, and it shows... Here was one thing I was surprised by. It shows you how many likes you've had for the channel. And so far, we've had almost 40,000 likes. Almost 40,000 thumbs up for the YouTube channel. So that was pretty neat. So when it comes to numbers sides of things, everything's in the green. We're doing good. We've been this. Was it today? Yeah, today makes a full month of back to streaming every week this month. 11 more months to go makes a year, chat. 11 more months to go makes a year. Full-time streamer. All right, chat, looks like we're almost back to our destination, which is where we'll be ending this live stream because it's time to make dinner for the beautiful wifey. And me too, because I'm hungry too. Mark says, your presentation comes across so natural and smooth. Let me redo that. Mark says, your presentation comes across so natural, but yet so smooth. God. Man. It's just the stuff I come up with. Get out of here. Alright. I appreciate the awesome words. By the way there, Mr. Mark. Mark says, LL, you're bonkers. Yeah, certified. You know, you gotta be. To want to be a full-time streamer? Yeah, you gotta be. Something. You know what I mean? Come on, station wagon. Looks like we got a left coming up. And just like that, chat, we made it back to Showlow, Arizona. Man. Craziness. Showlow, Winslow, over to through Albuquerque, down to Clovis and back. What a drive that would be in real life, right? God almighty. Talk about tired. Shout out to all the real truck drivers out there putting it in. Mike Coffee says, truck driving man. What's happening, Mike? You're just getting here in time for us to be leaving. He said you're just getting here in time for us to be leaving. It is about that time, though. It's in time of the end of the stream. We got to make dinner for the beautiful wifey and myself. I've had a great time hanging out with everybody. The last almost 2.5 hours. Mike says, oh, well, I know, right? Trucks delivery. Did I come in the wrong way? Or did that mean through here? Okay, we're right here. Mark says, Mark. Hold on. Mark says, Mike. I said Mark says, Mark. It was so weird. But Mark says, Mike, gotta rewatch this. Mike says, yeah. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it so much. And feel free to comment on any video. I try to reply as quick as I can. Like, you know, I try to sit down every day and be like, okay, well, not every day, but when I see a message pop up, I try to make sure to reply to it, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna hit, oh, we're gonna hit that pole. You didn't say, We're testing the physics and collisions. You can't test the physics and collisions if you don't have any collisions. Right? Oh boy. Let's redo this one. Mark says LOL off the rails, man. Something really, really wrong with that guy. But we like him because he's crazy like us. And he talks to himself a lot like us. I do. Did I cut that wrong again? No, I think we got it. Oh, yeah, we got it this time. Oh, yeah. Boom. Just like that. We made it, chat. We made it. Rolling the old Mac in. Perfect. Let them have it. Mark's M is too proper here. Well, everybody, once again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. Mark, Mike, thanks for hanging out. It was awesome chatting with you. DVD, thanks for hanging out. The Hoven 7666, thanks for checking in. Joey, thanks for being here. The beautiful wifey, as always, glad to see you, of course. And all you other rock stars, ATS Sun, everyone, Clarks, everybody that made it into this chat. If I missed your name, I didn't mean to. Just I didn't scroll back far enough in the chat. Like I said, make sure to hit the old the videos, comment. And do me a favor, just go comment on any random video and see if we can help bring them back alive. That being said, rock stars, we'll see you back here tomorrow for some Thursday flying back in the A2A Comanche, which I ran it off the runway in yesterday's video. So if you haven't saw that, go check that out. I got a little too overconfident and ran the plane off the runway, but we survived. Pride was a little hurt, but we survived. That being said, I'm going to get out of here and get some food made for the beautiful wifey. You rock stars have a good night. Sim Famous says bye. That's also me.